Hey fashion lovers, welcome to the Fashion Try-On. If you want to support our channel, please be sure to like and subscribe. Today we are unboxing the coveted Chanel 2024 Spring Collection eyeshadow palettes. So as we're diving in, let's chat a little bit about this collection. So this is the first makeup line launched by the COMETES collective, which is the new trio behind Chanel Beauty. This collection specifically was designed by Valentina, who is one of the three of the COMETES collective. Now, on the Chanel website with this launch, they boast that this collection was inspired by the marine world, a theme that was close to Gabrielle Chanel's heart. It features luminous iridescent shimmer and subtle shades of azure blue and coral, an invitation to create vibrant iridescent makeup looks illuminated by touches of bright color. Now, this collection has gotten a lot of attention, most specifically for the eyeshadow palettes, so let's dive in with those. First up, we have the packaging. So the packaging is just very unique. You'll notice the different colors on each one of the sides, and those actually represent the colors that are held within the palette. It is a quad and there's 4 sides, so each one is one of the shades. This, of course, is number 88, Coral Treasure, and we will get into the RIVAGE number 78 later. But first, as always, I will share with you a quick tip about ordering from Chanel. So I always recommend that you either order online or with a beauty representative that you work with, because you're able to select a few samples or request a few samples are included with your order. On the other hand, if you order from a department store, you won't have that option. Now, I do know availability comes into play, so it's not always possible, but when it is, I definitely recommend ordering direct from Chanel. Okay, let's get into the Coral Treasure palette. So I've seen so many reviews about this, and receiving it for myself was such a moment for me. I was really excited for this pink color palette, even though I know that the RIVAGE, the blue palette, actually got a little bit more hype. I think those are for maybe the more adventurous or more knowledgeable beauty experts, whereas the pink is more of an everyday, or if you're starting out with beauty, getting a little bit more comfortable with it like myself, this one is a safer option. Now, I'm not going to try these on for you because, as I mentioned, I am not a beauty expert. I focus more on the unboxing side, but I will make a few recommendations to check out videos from Erin Nicole, French for a Day, and Jacqueline. They are 3 of my favorite beauty influencers with a passion for Chanel beauty, and they really show diverse ways of using both of these palettes. That being said, if you're anything like me, I have hunted the internet for any and all videos and footage of both of these palettes before purchasing, because I just really wanted to see them up close and personal, and of course in many different lights. So here you have it. This is the Coral Treasure. Now let's go ahead and get into the RIVAGE. Now, as I mentioned, the RIVAGE was the more coveted of the two, so it took a little longer for me to receive this one. However, I will say that it did not disappoint. So getting into our packaging here, as promised, you can see that the RIVAGE also has the 4 colors of the 4 eyeshadows on the sides of the package. So honestly, this is just one of the most fun collections that I've seen from Chanel, probably ever. I really love the playfulness that they're taking with this collection, and I'm really excited to see what other creative things the COMETES collective comes out with in the coming year. As a reminder, this is the 100th anniversary of Chanel Beauty, so it's kind of expected that there's going to be a few, other hyped up collections within this year. So really stay tuned for all of those launches. Okay, the moment we have all been waiting for, let's get a look at this palette. So my first impressions were excitement. I don't know how else to explain that. This has been a really long time awaiting. Personally, as I mentioned, I don't think that the blue is personally for me. However, I do think that the other 3 colors are so perfect. I almost wish that the blue wasn't there and it was replaced with something else. However, it just makes it so fun. So even if it's just for aesthetic, it is really cute, and maybe that's good enough. Okay, so I did order this with my beauty representative, and she included this cute little travel size makeup remover, so I love that. All right, we're not done yet. So I do want to take a few additional looks at these beautiful boxes and the extras that come with them, and really just put all of these items side by side so you can get the full impact of having that collection with you at home. I really do think that the packaging is part of this experience. Like, they really dotted all their I's and crossed all their T's with this collection, and seeing them both together, even if it's not really your jam, it's just so aesthetically pleasing. And not to brag, but I think the natural lighting that I had going on while I was filming this just did really great things for this collection. So these are just so pretty. I feel like this is how colors should be taught in school. I feel like these are really just tools for an artist. So I will keep showing you a few additional angles, try to move them around a little bit so you can start to see how these reflect with light on them, so your creative juices can really start going. Of course, if you have any experience with these palettes and you want to share, please share below. Subscribe, join our community. We really love to share tips, tricks, and insights about your purchasing decision and the truth about products beyond the marketing. Of course, as always, I will leave links in the description below. I unfortunately don't have discounts because it is Chanel, but usually we'll have some discounts on there as well. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe.